The legal landscape surrounding parental abduction is complex and multifaceted, involving both international treaties and domestic laws. Understanding this framework is essential for parents, legal practitioners, and policymakers alike, as it affects how abduction cases are handled across different jurisdictions. This section provides an overview of international laws, including the Hague Convention, examines domestic policies and variations that exist, and explores the role of legal systems in addressing abduction cases. Overview of international laws including the Hague Convention. The Hague Convention on the Civil Aspects of International Child Abduction. Established in 1980, the Hague Convention is a pivotal international treaty designed to address international parental abduction. It aims to ensure the prompt return of children wrongfully removed to or retained in a foreign country, thereby safeguarding the rights of custodial parents and the well-being of children. Key provisions. The Convention outlines the obligations of member countries to return abducted children to their country of habitual residence. It establishes a legal framework for cooperation among countries, providing a mechanism for parents to seek the return of their children through central authorities designated by each member state. Limitations. While the Hague Convention is a significant tool in combating international parental abduction, it has its limitations. For example, the Convention does not address issues of custody rights or parental visitation. It strictly focuses on the child's return. Additionally, not all countries are signatories to the Convention, which can complicate recovery efforts. Other international instruments beyond the Hague Convention. Other international agreements, such as the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child (UNCRC), also play a role in addressing issues related to child abduction. The UNCRC emphasizes the protection of children's rights and welfare, reinforcing the importance of ensuring that children's best interests are prioritized in custody disputes. Domestic policies and the differences that exist. Variation in custody laws. Domestic policies regarding child custody and abduction vary widely across countries and even within regions of the same country. Legal definitions of custody, visitation rights, and what constitutes parental abduction can differ significantly, leading to confusion and complications in cases involving cross-border elements. Legal custody versus physical custody. Some jurisdictions may differentiate between legal custody, the right to make decisions about a child's upbringing, and physical custody, where the child resides. This distinction can have a considerable impact on abduction cases, particularly when one parent removes a child without consent. Enforcement mechanisms. The effectiveness of legal frameworks in addressing parental abduction is often contingent on the enforcement mechanisms available in each jurisdiction. Some countries have robust legal systems that facilitate the swift return of abducted children, while others may lack the necessary resources or political will to enforce custody orders effectively. Judicial discretion. In many jurisdictions, judges have significant discretion in determining custody and abduction cases. This discretion can lead to inconsistent outcomes, as different judges may interpret the law differently or prioritize various factors based on their own beliefs or societal norms. Cultural influences. Cultural attitudes towards parenting and family can also influence domestic policies and legal outcomes in abduction cases. In some cultures, maternal custody may be favored, while in others, paternal rights may be prioritized. Such cultural biases can impact the legal treatment of abduction cases and the decisions made by courts. The role of legal systems in addressing abduction cases. Judicial processes. Legal systems play a crucial role in addressing parental abduction through judicial processes. When a child is abducted, the left-behind parent may need to initiate legal proceedings to seek the return of their child. This process often involves filing petitions in family courts, presenting evidence of custody rights, and navigating complex legal frameworks. International cooperation. The role of legal systems extends beyond national borders, particularly in cases of international abduction. Countries that are signatories to the Hague Convention are required to cooperate with one another to facilitate the return of abducted children. This cooperation may involve communication between central authorities, coordination of legal resources, and collaboration with law enforcement agencies. Support services. In addition to judicial processes, legal systems often provide support services for families dealing with abduction cases. These services may include legal aid, counseling, and resources for navigating custody disputes. Some jurisdictions also have specialized units within law enforcement to handle cases of parental abduction, which can streamline the recovery process. Advocacy and reform. Legal systems are also instrumental in advocating for reforms aimed at preventing parental abduction and improving the response to abduction cases. Advocacy groups and legal professionals often work to raise awareness of the issue, promote best practices in family law, and push for legislative changes that better protect children and custodial parents. In conclusion, the legal framework surrounding parental abduction is complex and multifaceted, encompassing international treaties like the Hague Convention and diverse domestic policies. Understanding these laws and how they interact is essential for addressing parental abduction effectively.